Howdy, my beautiful Virgo. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, Virgo, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading for November 2021, darling. Can y'all believe we're already in November, my beautiful Virgo? My gosh. Already almost going to be getting into 2022. Anyways, if you resonate with this reading, you find some tarot cards that resonate with you, rather, Virgo, be sure to let me know in the comments below which cards do, because that's how I keep up with y'all, is through the comments, Virgo, as well. If you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, honey, not my speaking skills, apparently, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you do. Remember, Virgo, it does not matter what you identify as, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that spectrum, darling, because if these cards are going to resonate with you, they're going to resonate with you regardless, darling. Look at me, darling. My readings are always going to be all-inclusive, honey. Remember, I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you, though, Virgo, so take the tarot cards that resonate with you, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it. I believe tarot cards are just here, Virgo, to give you some food for thought, a perspective for you to be considering, darling, but never making the choices in your life, my beautiful Virgo, because it is your life to live, not mine. So let's just jump into your tarot reading. Remember, if you want to book a private personal reading with me, I only do my readings on my website, SimplyVelca.com. I'm currently running a discount for my readings, 20% off for the rest of October, darling, so be sure to check that out. Let's get into your reading, and let's do a vibe check, darling, see where the general energies on things are going for you, Virgo. Let's see what's up, honey. All right, we have the moon energy coming. Oh, let me move this real quick. We have the moon energy coming in for you, Virgo. So with this moon energy here, it kind of is like I kind of want to just say the message where it's just like all bets are off, Virgo. I don't know what that's gonna mean, right? But it just feels like all bets are off now. It does feel as if for some of you guys, Virgo, you guys are feeling, oh, this is like the most girl. Like, I'm kind of cringing that I'm unironically saying this word, but it's just like very much so like YOLO energy, if I've ever seen YOLO energy, darling. Trust me, I do. I understand it. It's like almost as if like you're just letting go, letting God. I really love the artwork of this card. You're letting go and letting God with something, Virgo. You're kind of just done stressing about the future in the sense of like what is out of your control. You're just very much so being like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to go out into this journey, darling. I'm going to be going out into this, traveling into the dark, because you're trying to get to somewhere. Because I do feel like you have a destination in mind for yourself, Virgo. So with this moon energy here, there is this sense of where it's just like a lot of things just up in the air. Like, yeah, again, I keep wanting to say like all bets are off, Virgo, for you guys, but I feel like it's in a positive way. Like, I don't feel any sense of like heaviness with this. I feel as if it's just very much so like a sense of like, it's like this weird sense of a freedom of just like adopting this mindset of where you're just like, all right, like I can't change anything, so I might as well just go crazy. So I like that a lot for you guys, Capricorn, Virgo. We have the Three of Swords energy coming in here. Where are we going with this, Virgo? With the Seven of Pentacles, as well as, is this the Nine of Swords? Ten of Swords. It's close. Ooh, girl. Wouldn't have that been crazy if that was the Nine of Swords, though? So Virgo, for you guys, I feel as if like you guys, man, this is probably not going to be the happy joy messages that some people are asking for, but I mean, I don't care. I have to be blunt and honest with you, Virgo, right? Otherwise, you can just ask Siri to tell you some fantasy tales, darling. I do get for many of you Virgos, you guys, what's caused you to be in this state is really the sense of you've had like a lot of just like you had some tough SHIT stuff happening to you. I'm only not cussing right now, not because I'm like a proper person. I'm just not trying to have YouTube be mad at me, but it just feels like you guys have gone through a lot, Virgo. And you're at this point where you're just like, you know what? Like, you were being this careful up until this point. You've been so cautious. You've been so like by the book with things, and you still ended up getting hurt, darling. You still ended up being the one that gets burned. You still have been like having like a dry harvest, darling. Like, you are kind of just at this point where you're just like accepting that things are going to happen in the way that they need to happen. What is that one country song, y'all, that was like overplayed so much a few years ago? I forget. I think, was it like from Miranda Lambert, where it's like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Girl, I'm not gonna be singing. I don't take myself seriously. I don't hit a single note, honey. Like, it's that song, like, if it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, just let it be. And I know there's like a male that also sings it where it's just like, just gonna ride, baby. Girl, I'm not gonna. That voice crack lets you know right to there that I ain't gonna sing. But it's like, that's just kind of like what I feel like you guys are adopting. I kind of suggest looking at the lyrics of the song. And so, one, you can find the song that I'm talking about. But I also feel like that song's gonna just hit different for a lot of you Virgos at this point in time. It just feels like, yeah, you guys have just dealt with a lot of pain, and you're just like at this point where it's just like you realize like you can't fight it. It's like things are gonna happen whether they're gonna happen. And it's just like, it's just like all bets are off. It's like, all right, like, you know, you were functioning from like a place of just extreme caution and just playing by the book. And you're at like 80%. Now you're just turning up the notch, and you're just like, you know what, you hit that 100-point notch and it doesn't turn anymore, and you're just like, you want to bet, darling? And then you just like grab it and you just like turn it even more and take it to like 120. That's just kind of what I feel for you. It feels as if you're just at this point of like, you're no longer interested in playing by the rules. You're no longer interested in being as cautious, being as I don't want to say like you were sheltering yourself beforehand, Virgo, but maybe you guys were just so concerned about how it might affect other people, or just other people in general. Like, it feels like now you guys are just being more like honoring yourself and your thoughts and the feelings that you're having more so. So whether that's based off of like, you know, maybe you're just being very restrictive beforehand on yourself. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I don't need to be harping in on that for too much longer, Virgo. So let's continue on. Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. I like this because it's with this sense of like what others people would perceive as reckless energy for you, Virgo. I just see this sense of where it's actually turns out like you risk it for the biscuit, darling, and you definitely get the biscuits. Or this person looks like they had several biscuits. The Fool card coming in. As well as very fabulous cards, Virgo. The Eight of Wands coming in here. So this is exactly what you needed to have happen to you, Virgo. You know, this is like probably I would be saying not to turn everything all spiritual, darling, but to turn it all spiritual, because that's just who I just realized I don't have an earring in. Oh my gosh. I almost kind of want to pause this video real quick so I can put it on, but I won't. With this Ace of Pentacles here, like it just feels as if, yeah, you needed to have like whatever happened with all this, darling, Virgo, to really just allow yourself that freedom, just being able to just say is like, screw it. Like, you know, you're ready to just claim what is yours, Virgo. You're ready to step into this new chapter of like, what is that? It's not reckless abandon. It's, I don't know. There's a word for it. Why am I trying to call you Capricorn? I just did them. That's why. But this is your reading, Virgo. It just feels like you're just disregarding a lot, and you're just like, just a sense of freedom. Again, I feel for you guys, and you needed this because that's what gets the ball going. Eight of Wands. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like some of y'all might be having like this drawing to just like put in your 2-week notice for somewhere and just be like, you know what? I ain't gonna do even a 2-week notice. My new life starts today, darling. You push that button, you just go off. Like, I feel as if really, Virgo, the only messages I have for you guys is the sense of telling you just to continue honoring your thoughts more, just honoring what it is that you've been wanting to do and lean into that deeper. I feel as if that's really, yeah, I just feel like that's really where the success lies in for you. Definitely it's like what you risking it for that biscuit, darling. You definitely get the biscuit and then some. But all of this is really encompassing just Virgos really just making drastic changes in their life. Drastic changes, or just at the very least a drastic mind shift change. So I like that a lot for you, Virgo. Let's continue on with y'all's reading. We have the Two of Wands here, King of Cups, and the Magician card stepping forward. Magician card, King of Cups, and then that Two of Wands. You guys are making big long-term plans, though. I do, you know, you are looking off into the future. That's why you see in this card, Virgo. Most times in the Two of Wands, the artwork will portray someone looking far off into the future, thinking long-term. The Magician card is a powerful card because the Magician comes right after the Fool card. The Fool card represents a new chapter, a new journey entirely. That's why it's always associated with the number 0, Virgo. And then the Magician comes in as like the major arcana tells like a storyline. I need to do a whole video series on that, but the Magician is associated with the number 1. So I really just feel as if for you guys, truly, is like the long-term plans that you have for yourself. Like, I feel like I need to make the message for some of you Virgos where it's just like, you're not acting manic. You're not acting crazy, Virgo. At this point in time, like, you're doing like, yeah, you have a lot of big changes. You're wanting to do a lot of big changes, Virgo, but it's like you guys have a vision in mind, Capricorn. Why am I wanting to call you Capricorn? Are you? I don't know if you have Capricorn in your chart. I mean, at this point, Virgo, I never struggle this much with like focusing on a zodiac sign. I say all of y'all so many times, but like truly, if y'all have Capricorn in your chart, darling, definitely check out Capricorns, because I keep on saying Capricorn for no reason at this point. I just feel like for many of you guys, Virgo, it's just this sense of where it's like you have this vision in mind, and I feel like something just happened, like, you know, with this all bets are off, and you're just like, I'm gonna just do this, you know, YOLO, darling. The fact that I'm unironically saying it. With this, it's like it pays off, and so you may be having some naysayers, you may be having a support system that's pretty lackluster, just because they're just like being like, oh, Virgo, be careful, don't be doing anything reckless, darling. Is it reckless abandon? I don't know. I'm stuck on that. But yeah, Virgo, like you guys, it's like the more that you try, you know, the magician card really manifests their future that they see for themselves. And so it's like the more that you continue trying to create this vision for your life, the closer you are that you're going to get to that Eight of Pentacles, that Fool card energy that you're really wanting to go to. I really just feel like for many of you guys, you're feeling very drawn to really just like putting your all into something new. You know, it's just, it reminds me of like what I did for myself when I like, Virgo, not to talk about myself too much, but it's like what started this YouTube journey for me is where I was working a 9 to 5. I was technically working a graveyard shift. I had a normal job, and then I quit my job, well, to put in my 2-week notice, and then I booked a plane ticket, one-way plane ticket to California a few years ago. I don't live in California now, but like that's kind of what started everything, got the ball going. And that all happened in just in a quick occurrence. Like it wasn't like long-term planning. I had 2 weeks, you know. I gave a 2-week notice to everybody in Texas essentially, and I just took off. And I feel like that's kind of what you guys, Virgo, that's the energy state that y'all are becoming in. And so I just like it a lot personally, but that may be just bias, darling. But enough of all that, Virgo. Give these cards to Miss Barbara Walters. Give these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin, honey. And then now, Virgo, let's get into your spirit guide messages. The Empress card coming in here, the Libra card, as well as the Queen of Wands. Oh yeah, darling. Virgo, y'all have the Six of Swords, and then you have the Three of Cups that flipped over as well. Six of Swords and Three of Cups. I don't think I showed that long enough. So for you guys, Capricorn, again, I don't know if you guys are leaving a Capricorn that or have someone strong Capricorn in their chart, Virgo, but my God. I do see you guys, I mean, with that Six of Swords, Three of Cups, I do see you guys just transitions in your life. I see movement. You know, that Eight of Wands represents movement as well. You know, it's like you are really trying to give birth to a dream. The Empress card is a card of fertility, Virgo, and it's just this sense of where it's like you've experienced it, you've had like enough life experience, which is what the Empress represents. Like you've had like a lot of blows to your life recently that then inspired this Queen of Wands, following your heart, following your passion with something, right? That's why the Queen of Wands is always associated with like a little flame, really tending to like what inspires her. Six of Swords causes you to put movement between you and an old situation, like movement in some way, even to something that you felt at one point really close to. Even it's like maybe you're even finding yourself distancing yourself from people that you talk to because you're feeling this desire to welcome in new energy. You're wanting to add new friends in your own circle, or just as like maybe some of you guys are just gravitating towards just new people in general. Like it just feels as if, Virgo, yeah, there's just like this insane drawing for you guys to like adopt new things. It's just like you're so bored with how you've been living your life up until this point that's when you're adding what is perceived as like careless disregard or just like a major disregard for your old life to adopt a new one. Oh my gosh, Virgo. Temperance card coming in here, Two of Cups, as well as the King of Cups coming in again. Admittedly, Virgo, it feels as if like for some of y'all, It's almost as if you guys eventually just get to this point. If this is about a person, you guys get to this point, Virgo, where you're just like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just do it with this person, right? I'm gonna just do it with this person. I'm gonna commit to this person, and it feels as if like you're committing to something, and it's just like, I don't even feel like it's like something that's romantic for most of you, Virgos. I almost wanted to say Capricorn again. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I feel so drawn to keep saying Capricorn. I don't know, Virgo. But yeah, it just feels as if you're ready to just like somehow there's some type of partnership with another person here, and where you're just like, you're done waiting, you're done thinking about all the like being careful with it. I mean, maybe it's like starting a business with somebody, or signing like an apartment and like living in a different air. I don't know. There we go again with that Capricorn, Virgo. I'm gonna just say this right now. You need to ask about the people in your life right now, if they have Capricorn in their chart at all, or maybe this person's a Capricorn, Virgo. But like, I've done these readings, weekly readings for all the zodiac signs for over a year, and I've never struggled with this. So gotta just leave it like that, Virgo. And now let's get into your social reading. Death card coming in here, Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords coming in here as well. So in your social portion, and this could be in regards to romantic, platonic, family, work related. In this regard, Virgo, this is giving me this message of where it's like, yeah, it almost does feel as if you're like having this drawing to kind of like ghost yourself away from a bunch of connections in your life. It feels like you guys are actually going to be doing some ghosting. Maybe not necessarily ghosting, but you're just like, you're going to be going off on your own. You're going to be doing some soul seeking right now. And really, this is kind of coming in as this message, Virgo, where it's just like, don't get in your head about this. You're doing what's best for you at this current point in time. And what's best for you that I see is like you guys just riding it solo for a little bit, Virgo, and just like, you know, like find like, it's not as if you that you are not able, Virgo, to reconnect back with old friends and old flames again. But I just feel like that you're feeling this strong calling to engage with new energy. It's almost as if some of you guys are having like a ringer go off and be like, oh, someone in my soul tribe is around me right now and I need to find them. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on. I know that's a weird message, but I'm willing to bet that they have strong Capricorn in their chart, Virgo, because, and I'm not usually a tarot reader that would be like, oh, it could be this sign, whatever. That's not me. Like, it's really not. It's just like, if I mess up, I'm just be like, oh girl, I misspoke. But in this case, like, I've never struggled so much with like not saying Capricorn as much as I did, or just as another zodiac sign. So it could very easily be you're feeling this drawing to like connect to a Capricorn. It wouldn't surprise me. So that's all I'm going to say on that, my beautiful Virgo. Y'all's reading was a doozy. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this weekly tarot reading for you, Virgo. I hope you found some cards that resonated with you. Remember, I do private personal readings on my website, SimplyVelca.com. It's always listed down below next to my website, or my social medias rather, TikTok and Instagram, also just being SimplyVelca. But yeah, I love you so much, Virgo, and I hopefully can connect with you sometime in the near future. Let me know what this is about, darling. I definitely am interested. Bye, Virgo.